Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. Capron Park Zoo has a number of ongoing summer programs and family-friendly activities. We spoke with a representative to learn more.
My name is Corey Shoemaker. I'm the program coordinator over here at Capron Park Zoo. Right now we're in full swing of our summer programs, our summer outdoor adventures programs is what we're calling them. They're basically week-long programs for kids of different age groups, and they do various things around the zoo, help build enrichment for some of the animals, as well as learning about the animals in the exhibits themselves, and normal fun games and activities as well. As far as going on this summer, we have the summer programs going on at this point. We do have a few camp groups that are coming in for various programs and things like that. But right now we're in a little bit of a flux with our new gateway that's being put into the zoo, and we have a little bit of turnover with our staff here at the zoo. So while we have some plans that are in the works for this fall coming up, I've been telling people keep an eye on our Facebook page, because as soon as we get things ready, we're going to start rolling out all sorts of new activities and programs. They start off, the youngest group is 5 and 6-year-olds, and then they move up from there. Our oldest camp is 11 and 12-year-olds. The 12-year-olds, after they graduate from that program, they can move on to becoming zoo crew here at the zoo, which are our teen volunteer programs. The zoo crew range from 13 and up. We've had a ton of kids that have come through our programs, been part of zoo crew, moved on to college, and then come back. We've actually have one person on staff right now that used to be one of our former campers, who is now a zookeeper here at the zoo.
My name's Matt. I work here at Capron Park Zoo. I'm actually a camp counselor running one of these 2 camps that we have going on here. We like to give the campers some different games and activities to try to teach them about the animals here, animals in the wild, and just nature in general. I actually started volunteering here way back in middle school. As a kid, I always loved animals, loved learning about them, loved going to zoos, dragging my parents to as many as I could. What they'd have us do as volunteers is we'd be set up in front of different enclosures around the zoo, and we'd hold what we call a biofact, which would be any kind of skull or fur, anything that relates to the animals, something kind of physical, something tangible for visitors to kind of touch and learn about. And you'd also help out with caring for some of the animals in the education program, animals that aren't necessarily on exhibit, but animals that you would use for birthday parties, and even showing the campers, get to hold them and show them up close, teach them all about it. A lot of coworkers of mine, other volunteers as well, they went on to major in different fields relating to animals, whether it was marine biology or zoology, animal science. A lot of people who come through here obviously have the passion for animals, and most of them end up trying to work hands-on with animals. That's what I'm hoping to do.
I am Dylan Friedman. I go to zoo camp here. At zoo camp, we basically play a few games. We sometimes do animal handling, where we can pet some animals, and some animals we can just look at. When it gets a little too hot out, we just go into the classroom where it's a little cooler and not as hot. And we also take field trips around the zoo, and yeah, it's pretty fun. Last week, I was still in zoo camp, but I was basically in a different part of the camp. I studied footprints, animal skulls, and looked at hair and bird feathers, and also snake skin. My favorite part about being here in the summer is that we do different activities every week, so everything changes. This is a good starting spot if you want to become a zookeeper when you're older. I mean, maybe I'll become a zookeeper. I really don't know. Have a great summer. Attleboro. Come down to Capron Park Zoo and join the camp.